Hi everyone, my name is Aniket Pendari and I am from College of Engineering Chandwad. Today I am here to present my mini project for the subject called DBMSL, and I have created the mini project on the fertilizer management system using the Python and the MongoDB. For the connectivity I have used the module PyMongo. So in this I have created the main window. In main window I have in the upper right corner I have labels like farmer ID, farmer name and product ID. For the farmer ID I have one entry field. For farmer name I have also one entry field, and for product ID I have the product ID field and the quantity field. Here I have created some buttons for the actions. I have created the text widget to show the bill. I have created the text. I have created the tree view to show all the available products from the database. I have created the menus called file, edit, apply filter and help. In edit menu I have implemented the functions of CRUD for creating, updating and deleting the farmer. Now here if I enter one in the farmer ID and I clicking on the enter button, I am finding that the farmer name is John and its name is shown here. Now if I entering the product ID 1 and its quantity as 1 and going to click on add button, this will going to configure in my text widget. Now if I want a second product and its quantity it's 2, now I'm going to click on add button and the webmaster pro will going to insert in this. Now if I having a third product is Bagave and its quantity I want 1. If I clicking on add button, it will going to insert in the text field. If a user doesn't want this Bagave product and want to delete this from bill, I just want to click on delete button. It will going to delete from this. Now this if the bill is final, and if I want to print this bill, I just want to click on this button print bill and the function will be invoked. Delete and refresh. So this is the basic overview of the GUI. Now we will go through the code first. This is the main file called main.gui. In the file, in this file we are importing the module called edit module. Basically I have created the module here only. First we will go through the main code. So the main execution of the code starts from here. First of all I have created the object of tickenter of the class tk. The object name is root. I have set the screen width and height here, the geometry of the screen and the title also. So as long as the window is initialized, I have created the menu bar. I have added the submenus here, and in submenus, each and every submenus I have added the function related to that menu. So the functions like add farmer, update farmer, delete, update bill, add product or remove product. So here I have created another menu called help menu. In help menu I have added two labels, help and about. I have not implemented the methods because it is very simple. uh, if you want you can go through internet, you will find how to create these menus. Then I have created the apply filter menu. In that this is under implementation. Again we have created another menu called file. In file menu we have three options: file, edit, apply filter and help. So if you want to create a menu bar, you need to config it. So the statement root.config menu equals to menu bar configuring the menu in the GUI. So here I have created the frame. This frame is going to place this frame is going to place the text widget in the screen. So I have created the frame name frame. This frame is responsible to place the bill text in the upper side of the screen. So I have created one text widget from the wrapper class text, and then I have inserted one default text called fertilizer store with the help of .insert method. I have created the scroll bar for the text widget, and I have set the scroll bar as vertical. Now here the main picture comes. I have established the connection of Python code with the database MongoDB with the help of PyMongo module. In PyMongo module, we have one class called Mongo client. Using the Mongo client constructor, we are creating the object of Mongo client. In that constructor, we are passing the connection URL. So my database name is fertilizer shop and the collection name is product. Now I have fetched the database name and collection name. Here I am finding the documents, all documents present in the collection with the help of .find1 method. Now I am fetching one by one document from the sample document. Now I am iterating on the sample document variable. Now I have created one tree view to show the all present records in the database. Here I have created the object of tree view class from the TTK. The object name is tree, and for now I am iterating on the fields variable. Now I am placing the headings for the tree view and the values for the tree view. Here we need to pack the tree. If we do not do this, the tree will not going to display on the screen. I have also created the horizontal and vertical scroll bar for the tree view. As usual, I have configured the tree view. Now here I have created the main part, entry widget and labels. For that I have created the strings variable. Here I have created labels like farmer ID, farmer name. Here I make the username as global because I want to access the username throughout the code. Now I have set all the labels using .place method and x and y coordinates. Now I have created all buttons like enter, print wheel, add, delete and refresh. I have also attached the command like get wheel window is a function, print wheel window is also function, enter button is also function, clear last is also function, and populatory view also a function. Now if I don't write the root.main loop, what will going to happen? All the code written here will not going to execute and not going to configure in the main window. Now we will go through the first command called get wheel window. So the get wheel window is defined here only. In that I have fetched the current date using the datetime module. I have formatted the date in the format of year, month and day, and I have disabled the text field because I want to not give the user to access the text field content. Now I made the state of the text field normal because I want to insert the farmer name and date in that. So here only I again establish the connection between Python and the MongoDB. I have fetched the database name, collection and all the things. Now from the entry widget I am fetching the farmer ID using the .get method. The farmer FID is defined globally. FID is a string variable. Now after fetching the FID, I am finding the farmer name with that FID in my database using the find1. After finding the farmer name, I am going to insert it in the text widget using using the insert function. Now here if the farmer name is not found, then I am going to show an error using the message box class. In the message box class I have one method called show error. In show error I need to pass the parameter called invalid. In show error I need to pass one parameter called message. In message I am printing like invalid farmer details. Now the next function is popular tree view. The simple function of popular tree view is nothing but to configure the tree view after clicking on that button. The popular tree view is going to configure all the data in the tree view. Now the next function is clear last button. Basically this function is going to help us to delete the records from the last record inserted in the text widget. The function enter button will going to execute after clicking the button called enter. Here I have also established the connection between Python and MongoDB using the same method, and I am here searching for the farmer. After searching, I am going to find the product ID and product name, and it's also and its price also. Now here I need to calculate the price and its value, and I also have to display it in the text widget. So here I did this job, and if the price and the product is not exist in the database, I am going to show the error. And here the function name print bill. The print bill is going to print or basically passing the text file to the hardware of our printer. So this job is done by the module called subprocess, and here we need to pass the directory of our bill or text file. So my text file is in the current directory, so I need to only pass the file name. So this is the command to pass, and here I am doing the exception handling. If the file is exist, then I am going to do this, and if the file is not going to exist, then I am showing the error like error in the printing file. So this is the main code. Now we will going to see the sub module. So here I am imported all the necessary module in the edit module file. The first one is the add farmer. So in add farmer, we are going to take basic input from user like enter name, id, village and mobile. So after inserting these all variables, we are going to add the farmer in the database. For that, we have established the connection between Python and MongoDB using the PyMongo, and here I have created one document called rec. I am going to insert this record in my database using the insert one function. After inserting, I am going to show one message called record inserted. Now the same function will going to execute for edit farmer. So in edit farmer, I have also taken the same field like farmer name and its id. I am going to update its DTL in the database. So here I am updating the farmer details, and if the farmer ID is not exist in the database, I am going to show one error. So this is the function. Now the same function will work for the delete farmer database. For this, I have taken the farmer ID and name from the user, and I am going to first find this farmer in my database. If the farmer is not exist in the database, I am going to show one error. Otherwise, I am going to delete the farmer from the database using delete one method. Now if I want to add the product, same code will be for the add product. For add product, we will having the product name, id, its vendor, price and its stock quantity. For that, I have created one JavaScript object called rec, and I am going to insert in the product by using the .insert one method. Same code will be for edit product. So for edit product, we will be having some parameters like product's id and its name. We will going to update its price, quantity and other details in the database. Now the same code will be for delete product. We will having its name and id, and we will going to delete the match data in the database. Otherwise, we will showing the error to the user. So thank you everyone. If you like this video, kindly like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel.